Greetings ladies and gentlemen, this is Businessdad and welcome to episode 2 of our Let's Play series. Okay, so in between last episode and this, I've actually done quite a bit of mining. I was actually lucked out quite a bit. I found some rubies, so you can see I've made 2 ruby pickaxes and a ruby axe. And I found 2 peridots, which I turned into a sword. So if we just check my little ore case here, as you can see, I found quite a few things. I've got a bit of gold, a bit of diamonds, and I got a massive amount of copper. As you can see, I've got 45 copper ores there and another 60 ingots. I was just on a massive copper spree. I found some Assyrian ingots. I generally use those for the tools. As you can see, I've already burnt through an axe. That was like 4 of them. Just going down and setting up my mining caves. So okay, so I'm just going to quickly, normally I'll do the mining off camera and just do that. It's the boring stuff you don't need to see, but I thought you guys might like just to see my mining cave. So I think last time I started in my mining cave, I stopped right around here. Well, what happened is that wasn't a little hole, it actually led into a cave. So what we've got is quite a big cave system. That's my mining stairs. That way ends up into a small dead end, but if we come around this way, what we'll see is I actually found a ravine on the end of this cave system, which is quite cool, and a few bushes and such. So big cave system. As you notice, you can probably see red X's on the ground. So if you hit F7, it'll put those up. So what happens is the red ones mean a monster can spawn there at any time, day or night. If it is a yellow one, they can spawn there only during night time. So generally you'll see the yellow ones outside, but the red ones are generally inside in the cave systems and stuff. Basically, if you're going to put torches down, you want to make sure that you, especially in the cave system, that you don't want stuff spawning in. There we go, we'll just put some down here. Last thing we want to do is get hit by monsters when we're coming down. Okay. So yeah, I was complaining, no cave systems, yada 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 yada. Guess what? Another ravine. You wouldn't believe it. And that way as well. And come down here a bit further. As you can see, I actually lucked out on quite a few resources. Most of those blocks were coal and iron, etc. Okay, so what happened is I got down here and I found another ravine. So there's quite a few of them, and so what I did is I went this way and I came down here, but if we have a look over here, you can see, we'll just dig this out. We're at the bottom of a ravine and we can see, no, that's not daylight, that's the ceiling, it's just quite high. Ooh, I missed that. Gold, 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 gold. We're going to need a bit of that to get started with our machines. So as you can see, we're on Y14 at the moment, so this would be a good ravine to get started on. Actually, I did think I seen gold out of this one as well. Just give us a second. We'll have a look. Redstone. I swear there was up there. There's gold up there, so I'll probably go and eventually get that as well. Okay, so I changed my directions because there was yet another ravine, and this is my beginning mining room. As you can see, I've left a few resources just here to get started with, just so I know what's here. I prefer to mine at Y6. I know a lot of people say Y10. Basically, I find there's a lot of resources down here, and I get a lot less lava on Y6 than I do on Y10. My mining system seems to be a little bit different than other people's. I always put the torches on the ground. If I have a torch on a wall in my mining caves, in my mining tunnels, it means something. Generally that there's lava or water. This specific one, there is actually lava behind there. So what we'll do, just to show you, is we'll dig this out and you can see lava, hence the torch. Do not dig there. Okay, and the reason I go on Y6 instead of Y10 is right here. Look at that, we've got lava literally above these blocks here, and as you can see, I've got 2 torches on the wall, meaning do not go that way. There's quite a few things in here. As you can see, I've gotten a ton of iron. This was just my initial mining tunnel, so I've actually left it square instead of digging everything out. It's not like I want to dig through the blocks dripping with lava anyway. I did find quite a huge thing, couple of huge veins going through my mining systems, as you can see. Generally what I do when I'm mining is I'll do a 2x1 so I can just walk through and just dig that out. We'll just grab a little bit of redstone just while we're here. Generally what I'll do is once I've gotten enough starter ores and stuff, I'll just keep digging and looking for the raw ores. I've got enough of the basics already, like stuff like silver and that I won't need. As you can see, that was full of ores down there. I'm leaving the magical ores behind right now. We'll use them later. We'll get a ton of those as we keep going. This is where I got up to. I broke an Assyrian axe here, so I decided I had two. And I came back this way. So as you can see, there's quite well taken out. And as you can see, once again, this was full of ore. This whole lot. It was just a massive bonanza of iron, which was quite amazing. Okay, just excuse me for 1 second, please. Sorry about that. Just getting over the flu at the moment. Had a bad run of luck. This was actually my third attempt at making a Let's Play series. My first one, the computer basically blew up. Just one tip, guys. When you're actually mining out mining caves, if you see dirt, just take the time to dig it all out. There's been quite a few dirt piles around, and what I generally find is that they're surrounded generally by good metals. This specific one had gold in it. Another one which had dirt in it had diamonds. Dirt's really easy and quick to dig out, and you usually find a lot of good stuff. So I missed some Assyrian ore, which I'll grab right now. Okay, beautiful. Great. Okay, and I killed my mining floor tunnel. There we go. We'll fix that up. So as you can see, like, I had some really good ores come through, and I should follow my own advice, shouldn't I? Okay, so basically that's how I do my mining. Ooh, ho ho ho! Once again, always dig the dirt out. That is dark iron ore. We can use that. It is hard to wait. Dark iron and gold. Beautiful. Soil comes out quickly, easily, and for some reason I always seem to get lucky when finding ores, the decent style ores. There's always seems to be a lot of ores around them. Don't ask me why. Okay, iron. Let's see if there's anything up here, and we'll dig you out. Okay, so if there's dark iron here, that means we need to dig out this entire area. What happens is the dark iron, basically, think of it as a meteorite, and it lands in the bedrock. So what that means is that there should be a lot of dark iron in this general area. And we have more gold. Beautiful. That is going to help us a lot to start with. So what we'll do is we'll just put some torches down. Yep, all the red's gone. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly go back upstairs. I won't make you watch me go up there. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, and we are back, and it is night time, so we're going to have a quick sleep. As you can see, I do have the aroma backup installed, and it is working like a charm. Okay, so let's dig out. Let's grab some sand. You know what, you can never have enough glass, and we'll get some glass to start with. Okay, so as I said, I'm particularly like desert, so what I'm going to do is my first quarry setup will be set up in a desert. One, so we can get the sand, and I love the look of sandstone in buildings. People like smooth stone, etc, etc. I just love the look of sandstone, and with chisel and stuff installed, we should be able to get some really good looking sandstone blocks. Okay, interesting, there's actually some floating parts. I wonder if that's sand or sandstone. Okay, we do have Natura installed, and that is green dye, which we will go through quite a lot of very quickly. I probably won't be using it as much as I generally do. It is one of the main uses in logistics pipes. I use it to make all the modules. So if we don't have those modules, alright, let's just, thank you. I like my buildings to be a little bit squarish. Alright, let's go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, we'll do. I'll fix that later. Okay, so one of the first things we probably want to do is build a pulverizer. However, what we're probably going to want to do is just build an extra furnace just now. We're going to need to smelt a few pieces of metal. Okay, just in case you don't know, to do that, if you just push the mouse wheel up, the mouse wheel scroll up, it will, each click will move one from your bottom inventory to the top inventory, or the top inventory to the bottom inventory. So it's just a quick way to swap items between the inventories. Okay, so if we're making a pulverizer, I know we're going to need some gold, so let's actually look up the recipe. Okay, pulverizer. There we go. So we need one pulverizer basic to pulverizer basic. Pulverizer basic. Okay. Where is the normal recipe? That's the one we're looking for. So we need 2 copper gears, 2 pieces of flint, a machine frame, and a piston, and a redstone reception coil. Okay. So I know the redstone reception coil is also used in the redstone furnace. Okay, so if we put 2 of those in there, and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Okay. So if you double click on an item, it will pick up an entire stack, or it will pick up everything in the available inventory. Okay, so we do have a lot of chests available to us. As you remember, I accidentally shift clicked last episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a chest right here, just because we can, and we're going to put our parts for the items we're making in here. Okay, so we need 2 pieces of flint. Do we have flint? Not in there. And oh, I've only got 1. Okay, let's see if we, no, that's cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. Is there any flint around here? Any gravel, 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 gravel? Alright. No gravel in here. That's not good. And I've just realised, if we're going to make a pulverizer, we need to make a redstone furnace as well to go with it, because they just made a match made in heaven. And what that means is, do we have gravel in here? Yes, we do. Beautiful. Okay, so what you can do is just put the gravel down, like such, and break it, and you'll eventually get flint out of it. And I just realised there was gravel there as well. Cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, we'll pick you up. 1, 2, 3. So what we'll do is we will get a piece of flint out of this very quickly. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put the flint down here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. We got our flint for the pulverizer. We will use that. Okay, so that's 2 pieces of flint. Okay, what we also need is copper gears. So 5 bars of copper. Okay, that's cool. We should be able to do that. So how much copper do we have? Copper ore. So we need 5 of those. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know a lot of people go, you should use sticks, you should use sticks. I've got enough coal. Unless I'm running low on coal, I will use that instead of just burning wood. I prefer to, the coal I just seem to get a lot of anyway as you're mining, as you do. And you know what? We're going to need to burn a lot more copper, because the only difference between the pulverizer recipe and the redstone furnace recipe is the flint gets changed out with red brick, with a stack of bricks, and I believe a bucket. Okay, copper gear, bricks. Oh, redstone. Okay, just 1 second. I re-put in, yeah, impure cores not kicking in again. I still need to have a look at that. So we are done our copper here. So what we'll do is we'll put copper in here. Okay, so 1 copper gear, and we need another 3. So 1. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do this. If you right click, it will drop 1 per square. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll actually build the machines in here as if we were making them, so we know we've got everything we need. So we'll get the flint out of there, we'll put you back in here. Okay, so that's just shift click to swap between inventories. Put you in there, we'll dump out the ores, the sand, the gravel. We don't need, actually, what am I doing? Dirt, 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 dirt. And we'll put you in there. Okay, so now we have copper and copper. So if you right click, it will do one. If you actually left click, it will actually even out the whole stack. So what that means is if you have a stack of 64 and you do it over 4 of them, it will break them into, you'll have 8 in each one. Okay, so if we've done this, what we need to do is come back here, right click, and we have our copper gears. So that's the pulverizer, that's the redstone furnace. So what we're also going to have to build is a machine frame. 2 of them, machine frame, basic. So that is 1 tin gear, which is 1 iron with 4 tin, and glass. Okay, you're done. So what we'll do is we'll put the sand in here, and we'll use a few more of those. Okay, are you done yet? We'll take you out. We need some tin. So we're going to need 2 machine frames, so we'll just put that many in there, and we'll put you in there. 27 blocks of gold, man. That's awesome to start with. Okay, we also needed 1 of those for here. Okay, and what? Okay, so pulverizer was a piston, which is 4 blocks of cobblestone, wood, redstone. Okay, so 1 block of redstone, we're going to need 3 wooden planks, we're going to need a block of iron, and we're going to need some cobblestone, which I usually keep some in there. Okay, there goes the cobblestone, there goes the wood, there goes the wood, 1 little bit of that, and now we have our piston. Okay, so we need a machine frame, and we can build the pulverizer. Okay, so we're also going to need power, dynamo, dynamo. Okay, thermal expansion, steam dynamo. Okay, we're going to need some more copper. Yay. Okay, 2 machine frames equals 8 pieces of glass, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, machine frame. 4 glass, 2 tin, and 8 iron. Okay, so once again, if you just left click and go in between all of them, as you can see, it's evened them out. Okay, so we needed 2 tin. Okay, and we needed 2 of these. Okay, 1, 2, left click, bang, bang, and there we go. So if we put that in the center, we should now have 2 machine frames. So we'll put these over here, these over here, and we can now build our pulverizer, and we need some bricks. And what was the dynamo? So dy dynamo. Okay, copper again. I probably should not have taken the copper off the heat. Okay, so we need 2 copper gears, which is 10, and 3 blocks of copper, so we need 13. Which copper did we use? We used this one, didn't we? So what we'll do is we'll put that in there. What we're cooking in here, tin. Alright, we'll put you back in here. And you know what? We'll just go and we'll finish off some more of this sand, because we need it. Okay, it is dark once again, so let's put down a cobblestone block or something. Stuff like, we'll just put down a piece of gravel. How's that sound? Okay, so our steam dynamo will build in the center here. So redstone transmission coil, we need a silver ingot. Silver, we'll just organize this. 1 piece of, we'll do 2 pieces of silver, just in case. We'll quickly just hijack the glass. We're getting the copper, and it is getting dark outside. Cinder flowers. Big tip, if you're going to, when we start getting into the ender items, we're going to want those, quite a lot of those. They're an easy source of blaze powder. Okay, so what we need to do is 1 of these, the reception coil for the steam dynamo, which goes up the top. that was 3 pieces of copper, was it like that? Yep, copper, copper, copper. And a piece of redstone in the middle, and we need our 2 copper gears that go there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's our steam dynamo in the center there, that's our pulverizer, and we need some clay for the redstone bricks. Okay, so thermal expansion does not have cables yet. There are a few options to us, but I'm going to go the hard route to start with. So what I'm going to do is use a leadstone energy cell. So what we need for that is 1, 2, 3 pieces of copper and an electrum ingot. Okay, electrum is gold and silver. Okay, we'll need the pulverizer for that. And actually, you know, there's a quick and nasty solution, which a lot of people won't like. And we need some certain quartz. We'll just quickly go and get that. I did see some somewhere, didn't we, guys? So I need 3 of those. Was there some down here? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to quickly check the chest to see if I grabbed any while I was going through. If not, I know there was some in the cave system. I can't see any there. I can't see any. I know there was a couple of blocks just down here. Okay, so what does the grindstone do? Easy. It's a manual way of doubling your ore. So what will happen is it's a bit like the pulverizer, but you have to right click a good 7 or 8 times for each ore. So what that will do is it will actually give us charged. No, give us normal. So it's it's a manual pulverizer. So what you need to do is build the grindstone and then put in a wooden crank. I know I've seen some. Here we go. Beautiful. Please give us 3. Thank you. And you need to right click on it. It can't be really automated. The author has actually stated that he does not want that to be automated. It needs to be a manual process, which I can kind of agree with considering how easy it is to get to start with. So let's have a quick look at that recipe again. It is a wooden gear. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 wooden gear. And we need to smelt 2 pieces of cobblestone. Where the hell did I put it? One, 2. Okay, gear up the top. Cobblestone there, cobblestone there. The quartz went there. And cobblestone went there, there, and there. I believe that is the recipe. Stone. Oh, no, we need to smelt 3 pieces of cobblestone. Okay, no, that is fine. So 1, 2, take that out, get back our piece of cobble. Actually, while we're here, we're going to have to grind a piece of gold and a piece of silver for our electrum. That is fine. Okay, put you in there, and now we have a manual grinder. We'll put you over here. Now what we need to do is actually build a crank. Okay, which requires 5 sticks. So what happens is we put the stick on top. You just need to hold down shift and we put those in there, and if you just right click, hold down right click, what you'll see is it will automatically go around. And when it stops, it means it's done. If you keep doing it, it will actually break. So 1 gold and 1 silver equals electrum. Put you in here. I wasn't quick enough. I will need to use another piece of coal. Okay. Just so you know, you can't shift click into the chest when it's here like this. You need to actually open the chest up, and I already had a piece of coal in there anyway. Okay, so for the leadstone energy cell, so ENER energy cell, I know this seems to be doing it the hard way to start with, but there is a method to my madness. I need more glass. Did I make enough glass? Probably not. Okay, so we got 2 electrum ingots. So basically, 1, 2, 1, 2, electrum in the middle, 1, 2. So what we'll do is maybe we'll make 2 cells to start with. Okay, so what was that recipe? No, we wanted this one, which is, we need 6 copper. Do we have... More copper, 1, 2, 3. And we'll put you at the top. Hopefully we've got you in time. So that copper I believe was 1, 2, 3 like that, wasn't it? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Leadstone down the bottom. And the actual cell was in the middle, which is 1 block of redstone. So left clicking and dragging once again. So 1, 2. Double click. 2 blocks of redstone. Oh, whoops, no, that was the center energy cell frame, so we need lead ingots, so 4 pieces of lead. Lead, here lead, please tell me I got lead. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? No? Ah. There we go. For some reason I always seem to skip over lead and it comes back to haunt me. Okay, so we've got 3 ingots, those can't be mixed. What we'll do is we'll just do that for now, so we know we've got 6 of those. And while we're waiting for the lead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we will make the cells. 1, 2, that was down there, that was there, and that was there, and that was there, and you were there, and we now have a pulverizer. So we'll just go and put him on the wall. Bye-bye, bed. Bye-bye. Okay, over here, pulverizer we'll put here. And what we'll do is we'll just dig out behind it, and you'll see why very shortly. So, okay. Steam dynamos do need steam, which means we need an aqueous aquifer as well. Okay, so let's see how our lead and glass is going. Glass, yes. Lead, thank you. Okay, so that... So for the frame, was that in the middle? It was 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've done it again. Okay, let's quickly throw one of you in there and do that. Do another 4. We have 1 leadstone energy cell. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll take you guys down here. 2 of you go there. We have 1, 2, 3 of you in there, and 1 of you there, and we have 1 energy cell. 1, 2, 3, and when those leads going, we'll make another core. So we'll just put you here for now. That is our steam dynamo. So we'll build that now as well. We'll use you. Oh, I'm running out of crafting tables. Go figure. Okay, 4 pieces of lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was on the outside again? 3 copper and the conduits coil. So being ditzy, yes I was. Okay, so we have our 2 leadstone energy cells. Put those in here. And what were we making? That goes down there, that means that goes up there. No. This, actually that's right, isn't it? This was the steam dynamo. I think. DYN. What have I done? Wait, no, that's magnetic. We want steam. Copper. Ah. There we go, 1 steam dynamo. So what we'll do is you will need to go here. So we'll dig you out. So if you go in... No, actually, what we'll do is we'll make an unlimited water power source there. Put the steam dynamo on top of it. And we'll grab our leadstone energy cells just so you can see how this setup's going to work. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll configure the back. So orange means power out and blue means power in. So that's the bottom. So what will happen is our steam dynamo will go here and it will output power to the bottom. So we'll accept it from the blue, and we want to put orange on the top. So we can do that. To place an item on that, it's shift click. So we've got orange there, orange there. So that means in, out. Wait, that needs to be blue. So power in from the bottom and power out from the back. So as you can see, we've now got a power setup. So what I'm going to need to build, quite obviously, is a bucket or 2. 1, 2, and what? glass. So what we need is some clay, and we need, what was the other thing we needed? Clay, steam dynamo, and water. Okay, so there is a river down here. Okay, if you just use plus and minus, you can actually change the oh no, quicksand, hate quicksand. The plus and minus buttons will actually zoom the minimap in and out. Alright, clay. So we actually need 8 pieces of clay to start with. So 1, 2, 3, hopefully, yep, each block is 8. So we've got our clay, which is great. And before we drown, we'll come up here. We'll just see if there's any more just while we're here. Okay. You always use a lot of clay to start with. That's an interesting cave that I marked to explore. I'll go in there. I'm wondering if that's maybe a part of the ravine itself. Okay, so now that we have our clay and our quicksand, which I'll just let sit there. Okay. We're probably going to need to make a way up here anyway. And we're back home. So I'm just going to leave these cinder pearls here. While we're out here, we may drop a torch. I'm going to need a lot more. Okay, so we need 8 clay blocks, which means we put them in here. Another couple of pieces of coal. Yes, I know people are yelling at me. Pulverizer needs to go up. Okay, one tool I love is the crescent hammer. So there's quite a few wrenches, so we need 4 iron and a tin ingot. Okay, 1, 2, sorry, it was 3 iron and a tin ingot, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, beautiful. Okay, so what happens is if you shift right click on quite a lot of things actually, thermal expansion quite specifically, but quite a other mods will actually allow you to shift click it. So what we want to do here is the bottom one, we want to turn off the sides like this, and orange. So as you can see, as you click through, it will tell you what's what. So we've just made blue an input. Blue means input. So you can see that square, that means that's the input. Down the bottom, we don't want that. When it goes red, it means it's the top output. When it goes yellow, it means it's the bottom output. And when it goes orange, it means both. So basically, pulverizer goes there, and then underneath that, we'll put the redstone furnace. But for the redstone furnace, we need to bake some clay. Okay. So, 1 set of bricks. I'm an impatient person. Okay. 2 sets of bricks. Okay. You guys are probably going, yeah, did you notice what I missed when I went outside? I'm quite sure you did, and you're probably laughing at me about it now, because we're going to have to go back outside to the river to get it. Yes, we are. Okay, however, we will do this first. So now we have our redstone furnace. Thermal expansion tools, I love them. So right click, what we'll do is we will put a chest down there, since we have a lot of them. Here, chest. Okay, 1 chest. So what we do is turn the side ones off again, because we don't need them. And blue means, orange means out down the bottom, blue means input, so it'll come in through the top, and orange out through the bottom. So when we put something in up the top, it will go into the furnace, and then it will go into the chest. Oh yes, that's right, there's something on top of the chest, we can't do that. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll put, okay, so if you right click on that, obviously you can't do it, shift right click, put it to the side. And orange. Now, were you smart enough to realise what I forgot when I went outside? Yes, we forgot the water. For the infinite water supply, for the Accurus aquifer that we will build in a second. I'm quite sure we have enough resources for that. Okay, if you just excuse me for a second, I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, we are literally about 3 or 4 minutes over wrapping up time. We're about 35 minutes into here. I just checked my time. I just lost my track of time while I was doing this. So I'm just going to quickly finish this off. This episode will probably go a bit too long. Okay, so we now have that. So I'm just going to quickly build the... I like to try and finish an episode with actually achieving something. Okay, copper gears, bucket, and a pneumatic servo. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the video and make these parts, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I now have an accumulus aquifer, also made a hopper and another chest, and we've got some ores in here. Just to quickly show you. Alright, so if we right click down here, we should now see the steam dynamo is getting water. Awesome. Okay, we're going to need some coal. We do have some for the redstone, for the steam dynamo. Okay, so if we put that in there, we should start generating power. There we go, beautiful, they're getting power. Okay, so why did I build that hopper for? You'll see in a second. So what I need to do is put a chest in, which we will put... No, I need to put the chest up one, which means I'm going to have troubles getting into it, isn't it? Okay, so actually, what I'll do is I can put the chest right here. So if the hopper goes there, the chest goes there. Yep, okay, and we put the hopper underneath it. Once again, the crescent hammer. Right click, bang, into the side. So what we want to do is turn blue off the top, turn blue on the side, and what will happen is if we go and put these in here, we should see them start disappearing, which means they're going into the hopper, and now they're going into the pulverizer. Bang, and then they will go into the redstone furnace as pulverized gold, or the pulverized material, and we'll start seeing our ores getting set up. So that is awesome. We now have an ore processing station, and we're only in episode 2. Alright, so this is Business Dad. I'm signing off now. Sorry for the little bit longer episode. Next episode, I'm not sure what we'll do yet. We'll maybe... Actually, I don't know. We'll work it out at the beginning of the next episode. How's that sound? This is Business Dad signing off. You guys have a good evening, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.